Alrighty, so we've got winter jam on this Sunday, which means we have to go get the drift car from storage, bring the car back here, which unfortunately means I gotta take the Type R there, leave it there, and then bring the drift car back. What I've decided to do is, because winter jam's on Sunday, because I've just figured out what I'm gonna be doing with Ruby, now that I know how much Ruby's going to change and what's gonna be happening, I'm gonna take the coilovers out of Ruby and we're gonna be putting them into the drift car, because right now you guys will be, I shouldn't even be driving with the state that the coilovers are in on the drift car. Seriously, it's bad. Which will hopefully make the drift car a much nicer car to drive and to drift and to, you know, because right now it is street registered, which means I have been driving it to and from the track and around, and it's honestly just the worst thing in the world. Coilovers, you'll see, but it's bad. It's really bad. Let's go get the drift car. We'll come back here and we'll make a start on the work. We'll get this warming up. It's actually really hard because like I drive this Integra around now and it is like such a well put together, such a nice car. Just drives beautifully. You get in my drift car and it's just ridiculous how bad it is. Alright, so we're back in the drift car. I'm gonna head back to mine now. Quite a nice sunny day, nice and cool, about 10 degrees today in Brisbane, which like never happens. Hopefully you guys can hear how like whack this car is to drive. Ooh! Ooh! Jeez! When I'm driving this car, like legit everyone just stares at me. It's pretty funny. Okay, we made it home, thankfully. Didn't see any cops, which is always good when I'm driving this car around because this thing is red hot, my boy, and I don't really want to get pulled over, but I know I am once they see it. It's always fantastic when your car's not completely falling apart, but what, driving this thing, it feels like it's falling apart. My goodness. So we just got the coilovers out of the front of the drift car. These are Coney adjustables with eye-back springs on them. Now, not a bad choice of suspension, not a bad brand or anything like that. They're just very, very old. They don't have bump stops anymore. The bump stops are completely gone in them. And you know, they're just getting a bit rusty, a bit cracked. You don't really want to be running suspension this old and this crummy in a car that you go so fast in. Mind you, I don't go that fast when I drift, but it's fast for a Miata. Yeah, so they're officially out. We'll grab the front ones out of Ruby and then we'll do a quick swap and then we'll go to the rear and we'll see what the rears are. So these are my work equips 15 by 10s. Here are my RPF ones. How crazy is that? So wide. It's a wide boy. Here we have the Yellow Speed racing coilover that came out of Ruby. We have this piece of garbage. Yeah, so obviously you can just tell this is like literally nearly brand new. I think I did like 1,000 Ks on them. And then yeah, these are, there you go, the shaft spins independent from the collar. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to adjust these to that height because if I don't, the car will be very illegal. Unfortunately, we need a bit of a legal car. This one does drive to and from the track, so. Okay, so the real reason we're changing these coilovers before the weekend and not after is because this rear left one, it's not good. Done every event I've ever done on these coilovers, right? And it always felt like there was something wrong. I just didn't know what. Always this noise, right? There's noise coming from this corner. And I always inspected it and I was like, no, we're all sweet. And I only figured it out once I decided I had to raise the car, right? To get it roadworthy, to get it registered. You know, I'm being a good boy. I'm raising the car and I'm thinking, why is one side higher than the other? And I've measured the shocks. They're the exact same. It's one side higher than the other. Took me a while, but eventually, nothing to see here. That's fine, totally fine. And where's the rod, the bolt back there? Where's the rod that actually holds it in place? My 17 on the coilover nut. Try to go crack it. And the coilover is literally separating from the bulk. Look at that. So I was driving on this. Let's get this out. Oh. Look at that. How crazy is that? Oh my goodness. New coilovers are officially in. Done on both sides now. Get out. So I'm gonna put the wheels on and drop it. No doubt it's gonna be like way too low, but I can't find the adjusters. But yeah, I'm just gonna drop it and see how low it sits. Coilovers are in. We go for a drive and we're gonna see how good this car feels with suspension from this decade. I'm not gonna lie to you, my car feels like a Lamborghini right now. I'm telling you. There's no coilover noise, there's no knocks. I'm driving a Lamborghini. I've got no sun visor. Legitimately fantastic. Alrighty, so we ended up new coilovers into the drift car today. Great success all around. That drive was honestly phenomenal. The way that the car felt, like I've only ever had really old suspension in this car. It's always felt very dodgy. That makes the car feel way more legit. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it just felt like a really janky car for a long time, and now actually feels pretty good. Feels, yeah, like there's no like crazy noises or anything, but yeah, I'm stoked. So Winter Jam is coming up, so I'll see everyone at Winter Jam out with the MX-5. See you there, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.